Welcome back to another educational video here on Biohacking Tips and Tricks. Today, we're going to dive into a common misconception in the world of health and wellness. The idea that eating every 2 or 3 hours can shorten your lifespan due to increased blood glucose and inflammation. This topic has been circulating widely, and I want to break down what's really happening in the body, both short-term and long-term. Many people, including fitness gurus and even some scientists, make the mistake of assuming that short-term bodily responses to food predict long-term health outcomes. Let's explore why that's not necessarily true and clear up some confusion around fasting, meal timing, and overall health. 1. Short-term responses versus long-term health. One of the biggest errors people make is confusing short-term bodily reactions with long-term consequences. When you eat, it's normal for your blood sugar to rise temporarily. Some argue that this means frequent meals will keep blood glucose high, contributing to inflammation and faster aging. But here's the thing. Short-term blood glucose spikes don't automatically translate to long-term problems. For example, a high-fat meal may cause short-term inflammation that's actually more significant than eating a high-carb meal. But this doesn't mean high-fat diets cause chronic inflammation in the long run. It's important to look at the big picture, especially when it comes to how the body adapts over time. 2. How fasting and meal timing fit in. Now, let's talk about intermittent fasting. The claim is that fasting for long periods is better for longevity than eating multiple times throughout the day. The truth? It all comes down to total calorie intake. When you fast for long hours, your body goes without food, which might improve your blood markers temporarily. However, when you eat during your designated window, you'll likely consume the same number of calories as someone eating every 3 hours. As a result, the blood glucose impact is similar. People often praise fasting for improving health and longevity, citing studies on animals. While fasting in mice may have shown some benefits, it's crucial to note that similar effects have been observed from simple caloric restriction without fasting. The takeaway? It's the overall calorie control that has a greater impact on lifespan, not necessarily the timing of your meals. 3. Exercise, a key example of short-term versus long-term impact. Here's a great example. Exercise. When you work out, your blood pressure spikes, your inflammatory markers increase, and your heart rate rises. If we only looked at these short-term effects, exercise would seem harmful. But as we know, regular physical activity significantly improves long-term health, increases lifespan, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases. Just because something causes a short-term rise in inflammation or blood glucose doesn't mean it's harmful over the long term. It's about the balance and how your body responds over time. 4. Calorie control is king. At the end of the day, the most important factor for longevity and overall health is managing your caloric intake. Whether you eat 6 meals a day or practice intermittent fasting, if you overeat and don't maintain a healthy balance, it could negatively affect your health. The key is finding what works for your lifestyle while keeping your overall calories in check. Merry closing. So, what's the bottom line? Eating every 2 or 3 hours isn't going to shorten your lifespan if you're controlling your overall calories and leading an active lifestyle. While intermittent fasting can be a useful tool, it's not the only way to support longevity. It's important to remember that short-term effects don't always predict long-term outcomes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out the educational materials linked in the description and stay tuned for more insights into biohacking and optimizing your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.